Hi Kirby fans, so today we're checking out Kirby Spot Remover. Is it any good? So what we'll do is dive straight into it. But don't forget everything used in the video today, there are links in the description below for the best place to get your Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. So as you've bought a Kirby, know that Kirby do an abundance of products to improve the performance of your Kirby and keep your home nice and clean. First up, we've got the Kirby Shampoo, and we've got the Toil and Grate Cleaner, we've got the Pet and Stain Odour Remover, and as well as that, they do a hard floor cleaner. But today we're checking out the Kirby Spot Cleaner. Now, is it any good? Does it work? Now, the only way to test this is obviously put it on stains. Now, I haven't got instant stains. I've got stains that have come over time, and we're going to be using the mat from the back door as well, and it's a sculptured mat, and we're going to see if we can get it back to looking pretty new compared to what it looks like now, because it's the main traffic area for my dog to come in and out from that back garden and tread clay and dirt and everything else she wants to tread all over that mat, should I say. So what we'll do is dive in and have a look at the mat. So I've vacuumed the mat off. I'm not going to make this video longer than it needs to be. So I've set my other Kirby up as the shampooer, because we're going to do a shampooing of this mat as well. If you want to know how to set your Kirby up as a shampooer, and I'll put an card above a link into a video I've done on that. What we'll do is we'll zoom in, have a look at the mat and all the stains, and then we'll pre-treat it with this spot remover. Well, I suppose you pan around the mat, you can see there's quite a bit of gunk, debris. That's actually dog vomit, which isn't too good. So she vomited there. We've got, I don't even know what that is, just mud, dirt, quite a few stains, as you can see. And then the one I want to see if I can get out is this one here. Now, those of you who watch more of a channel, I start the barbecue on, then it marks it before I clean it. Then she's been in season as well. So, it's pretty disgusting, this mat. So we'll zoom back and we'll start getting it pre-treated, and I'll explain it as we go. Right, so to pre-treat it, you want to fit the spray nozzle, and we're just going to give it a bit of a shake, get it all mixed. Turn it to the position where it sprays, and then you're going to agitate this as well as you go. Now, Kirby recommend that you put this on and let it soak for around 15 minutes. If it's a fresh stain, you can block test it after 15 minutes and see if it comes out with a white rag. If not, then you agitate it with a microfiber cloth or a scrubbing brush. So we'll zoom in and start treating all these stains. Right, so we'll start with the dog vomit first. And it just said soak it liberally. Other stains here, more here, and we'll just do this grease stain. I'll treat the rest, leave it for 15 minutes, and then we'll block test it. Right, so it's been soaking for around 15 minutes. I've set the Kirby up ready to shampoo. It seems to have got rid of the grease, it's toned it down a little bit. But we'll see how we go with a block test, and then we'll jump in and start shampooing it. Kirby recommend that you spray it and then agitate it with a microfiber cloth to get rid of it. Okay, and it's still there a little bit. After 15 minutes, that should start to disappear. So you can see it's a lot different to that over there. So what we'll do now is we'll just block test it, and this is for like fresh stains, which I don't think it's going to affect it because it's not a fresh stain, it's been there quite a while. So I think we're better off just agitating that and then getting the shampoo on it. Okay, but if we turn it round now to the fat stain, now you can see it's fat stain, it's faded quite a lot, and that's just been soaking for 15 minutes. So I reckon give that another go and just agitate it with a cloth. That looks like it works pretty well. It's still there a little bit, you can still see the ring, but the shampoo should have a go at that and should hopefully get that out. Right, with our shampoo, we've filled up to the second line and we've added 2 capfuls of shampoo, And you've got the settings on here, so we're just going to turn it to the shampoo setting. And you can lower it a little bit if too much foam comes out, but I do find these clean a lot more efficiently than the older systems, and they seem to kick out less foam as they're doing it. Just one more tip: when you're shampooing, make sure you leave it in neutral. You do not need it in drive, as the brush roll will pull it along. As we zoom in and look at the dog's seasoned stains, they've started to disappear just from one pass of the shampooer. That grease stain, we'll zoom in on that. So that grease stain has actually gone. You can probably see a little bit of residue there, just there by the white, just above it. But it's more or less gone. So it's removed grease, which is pretty good. Well, so as you can see, that's all evaporating now, and so give it a second go with the shampooer and see how it comes up when it's finally finished. Right, so we've put some shampoo down, we've let that foam agitate for around 20 minutes, then we've gone over it a second time with the Kirby Shampooer. What we'll do is we'll wait for this foam to disperse and then we'll vacuum it off. So we'll just zoom in and have a look at what stains were there and what aren't. Right, so this here is where that grease stain was, and it's gone. And then we had the blots from the dog season over here. They've gone. If you've got any stains, don't seem to be moving with the Kirby. If you just agitate them with a scrubbing brush, they will come out. This Kirby shampoo is fantastic, but it looks like that stain remover as well has helped quite a lot. Now we'll zoom out to the part where there was other stains, and I showed you at the beginning. Now this is the top end of the mat. There was a few stains across here. They're gone. Got something there that hasn't come out, and that might just need agitating with a scrubbing brush. And then when the foam dries, it should vacuum out. The main part that I couldn't get to was the edge of the mat, which I'll show you. Right, so this was the edge of the mat here. Because the brush roll's running up here, it can't get down to there. Now I don't want to scrub at this. If I was doing this in the main room where there was a wooden floor at this, I'd have a go at scrubbing it, but I'll just scrub that with a scrubbing brush and that should come out. But you can see it's got all the vomit out of here. It's all gone. So it's done a really good job. It's the following day and our mat's been left overnight. So it's had around 15 hours to dry. It didn't need that much, but I just like to make sure it's perfectly dry before I run the Kirby over it. So I'll have a look at the whole mat and then I'll zoom in and we'll have a look at the results of where those spots and stains were, and with that Kirby Spot Remover has worked as well as the shampoo. So look at the mat straight away, you can see that sculpture's come back up, all the patterns come back up, but that Spot Remover, by the looks of it, does work. So we'll zoom in and have a look at how bad it was compared to how good it is now. Also, as you can see, the whole mat has come up absolutely mint. A damn sight better than what it was before. Really good, really impressed with the results. We'll just zoom in and have a look at where the grease was. The grease stain was over there, animal stains. They've all gone. Stains over here, just purely because the dog being in season. Over there was the vomit, so all that vomit's gone. There's a little bit on the edge, but you can agitate it with a scrubbing brush before it dries. It's entirely up to you if you're using just the Kirby shampoo. All the Kirby Spot Stain Remover, you can agitate it with a brush once you give it a second application after 15 minutes. So we're going to pull at least 3 pads out of this mat to see what residue comes out and what that Kirby shampoo picks up. Now I'm going to be using black pads to make it easy to see. The results have spoke for themselves, you know, it's done a fantastic job. Like I said, I'm going to be using the G4. Now, yes, it's an older Kirby, but if you haven't seen my modifications on it, I'll put all kind of a link into when I modified this. And it's got the stiff oblique brush roll in there. And it's got the new mini empty out, and I'll put a link in the description below to these if you want to upgrade your Kirby. What I'll do is get the G4 set up with the dirt meter on and then start pulling some pads.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. I've been waiting for the one forever. Finally I got you, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you I feel so much better, oh yeah. Before you I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky, oh. There's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good.
I finished cleaning it with the G4. I didn't pull 3 pads, I actually pulled 6, so we'll go through them in a second. But you can see that this mat has come up amazing and it looks practically new. You can actually run your fingers through the pole like you could when it was new. It's absolutely awesome. And it smells not of dog, it smells of just Kirby shampoo. So we'll jump in and have a look at the pads. Just go through the pads, you can see starting with pad number 1 and then finishing at pad number 6. There's barely anything left in that mat. Right, so start with pad number 1. We've got a few dog hairs. I'm assuming these are what have been trodden off my socks again. That's the only way I can figure out where they're actually coming from. They're not deep down buried in the mat. These are purely from my socks. But you can see a bit of grit here. So there's still a little bit of grit in there. Not a lot. You can see the shampoo with a lot of the dirt encapsulated in it. Then we'll move across to number 2. And this is number 2. This all depends where on the mat you've been vacuuming. So I mean, we've concentrated in one area, we've picked up a lot more grit. And just mainly a few dog hairs, but the rest is just dust and grime that has come off those carpet fibres. And now number 3 shows a lot more. And as we jump over to that, so number 3 is probably where I've scrubbed the carpet and we've got a lot more shampoo in here that has encapsulated all that dirt. We've still got a little bit of grit, a bit of grime, but it has released it all. You know, it's amazing what gets trapped in those fibres, and the shampoo just does a fantastic job. We'll jump on to the last 3 pads. So pads 4, 5 and 6. We've got a lot more shampoo in here, but it's getting a lot less as we go. A little bit of grit. Bit of grit in here, but not as much, and less shampoo. And then finally, we've got just a little bits of shampoo. So I think it's done a really, really, really good job. You can see the results amazingly in the carpet. And don't forget everything used in the video today. There are links in the description below for the best place to get your Kirby products. Make sure you check those out at the end of this video. Right, so as you can see from the results, that mat came up amazing. As for the Kirby Spot Remover, it does work. My only advice is, once you spray after that 15 minutes, let it soak, give it a second coating, and then agitate it with a scrubbing brush or a Kirby microfiber cloth just to get it to agitate in those fibres. As for the shampoo, shampoo works fantastic. We know that the shampoo system is an amazing system that Kirby invented many moons ago. They brought on some advancements with the Avalir 2. It doesn't put out as much foam, change the brush rolling as well, which gives a bit more directional agitation because of the way that the brush rolls are lined up. But it does a fantastic job. As you don't understand how the Kirby shampoo system works, what it does on the forward action it scrubs, and on the backward action it picks up the dirty foam and lays a clean layer. You want to leave that clean layer on there to absorb into that carpet. Now I leave mine overnight, and what happens is it absorbs into those fibres, it attaches itself to the dirt and the grime, and it comes back out as a white powder, as you've seen in those dirt pads. Now you're not going to see that in your bag, but I thought I'd do it with a dirt meter just to show you how it does work and how it pulls it out. The Spot Remover for me gets a big thumbs up. There are alternatives out there that I haven't tried, but for the Kirby Spot Remover, I'd give it 10 out of 10. So again, those new to the channel, if you find you're getting value out of this content, then contemplate showing your support by slapping that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Ding that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Give us a big thumbs up and comment down below. I will reply to the comment. If you like what you comment, I'll pin it to the video. So what we'll do is cut to any bloopers, and I'll catch you in the next one.